नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedars, Kotaris, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, Los Angeles, Seattle, Washington DC, Toronto, Pudukkottai, Netherlands, Dubai, Oklahoma, Scottsdale, Canada, Singapore, Tiruvannamalai, Dakota Dunes, St. Louis, Tirunelveli, Rajapalayam, Hyderabad, Ohio, Kuala Lumpur, Jorpati, Nepal, Brisbane, Australia, Hong Kong, San Jose, California, Guadeloupe, Oman, Colombo, Sri Lanka, Calgary, Amarnath, Houston, China, and some more cities are joining, Charlotte, Pudukkottai, more cities are joining. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll expand on the science of biomemory. Please listen. I'll introduce these 2-3 words. Whatever you do in your life every day, like how you wake up from the bed in the morning, how you brush your teeth, how you clean your body, how you dress up, how you eat, how you play or do some physical exercise, or how you work or lie down or sleep. All this physical activity which you are doing using your muscles, those patterns get engraved in your muscle memory. Please understand. In your muscle memory they get engraved. For example, if your muscle memory is programmed to sleep that morning 5 o'clock, even if you sleep whole day, that morning 5 o'clock you can't open your eyes. Unless you complete with your muscle memory, you can't open your eyes. Even if you sleep whole day, next day morning you may think, oh, yesterday whole day I slept, today morning I'll be able to get up 5 o'clock and go for Rudrabhishekam. No. Five o'clock you will see that you can't even open your eyes, because muscle memory is programmed. Unless you complete with that muscle memory and reprogram it, you can't make. The day-to-day activities done with the help of the muscles get programmed in muscle memory, and the ideas based on which you make this decision, they get programmed in your biomemory. Please understand. I am defining biology. Biology, please listen, biology is the zone where your very core existence touches your body to operate. The heart muscles. Heart muscles does not have muscle memory. Please listen. Heart, your physical heart does not have muscle memory. That is why, fortunately, it is running on its own. It does not have muscle memory. It cannot be controlled by your muscle memory. It is controlled by your biomemory. The brain tissues, they do not have muscle memory. It is controlled by your biomemory. Wherever your consciousness, your soul, the jiva, the individual soul connects with your body to operate your body, means the decision making points where the decisions are made, where constantly the decision making mechanism is stored. That point is what I call biomemory. Listen to these terms, because if you understand this, it can really open up the experience of Shivoham in you. Listen. Muscle memory is your actions, pattern of your actions. Biomemory is pattern of your decisions. Cause is biomemory, effect is muscle memory. Listen. Cause is biomemory, effect is muscle memory. If this pillow is muscle memory, what is the cause of this pillow? The cotton, source material. That source material is biomemory. Understand? Purifying your biomemory is too easy for me because I am sitting in you as a jiva, antaryami. Your antaryami is my antaryami. When Bhagavan Krishna claims in Gita that I exist as antaryami in all your beings, he is not lying, he is telling the truth, because only in the muscle memory we belong to different caste, different community, different religion, different nation. When it comes to the level of biomemory, the differences get blurred. It is more, the difference is more like a human or animal or a dinosaur or that kind of that differences get blurred. When it goes to the deeper level of biomemory, there is no difference. One cosmic unity. The one cosmic existence. The natural existence of life, Dhamma. Please understand. The word exactly dharma means natural existence of life. If you eat when you are hungry, if you just sleep when you are feeling sleepy, if you just be when you don't feel like moving, functioning, if you are active when you feel like acting without the hatred towards being active, you are established in Dharma. The biggest difficulty starts is your hatred towards being active. Your anger, violence towards being active. There starts the delusion. Then naturally, you do not know when you want to rest, when you want to be active, when you are feeling hungry, when you are feeling sleepy. When you start hating being active, you will be lying down even when you don't feel sleepy. When you have a greed about food, you will be dumping it even when you are not hungry. You will be dumping it even when you are not hungry. Listen. Muscle memory, biomemory, your consciousness. As far as consciousness is concerned, all of us are one. Slipping from your muscle memory to your biomemory is yoga, lifestyle, completion, all that. Slipping from your biomemory to your consciousness is Shivoham experience. Understand? Moving from your muscle memory to biomemory. How to do that? That is purifying your muscles, like morning yoga or this haritaki powder, panchakriya. All these lifestyle practices purifies your muscle memory. Shivoham, constantly remembering, being in the space of Shivoham purifies your biomemory. Your decision-making center need to be infected. Understand, I am using this word, infected with the Shiva's DNA. It should be infected with Mahadeva's DNA. Because usually you visualize infection as widespreading, fast, quick. If I say the seed of Shivoham should be put, you visualize, okay, seed will be put, and then the tree will grow, then leaf will happen, then fruit will come by, then I'll be old. That is why I am not using the word putting the seed. I am using the word infected. Means catch it now, in next 2-3 hours you will have it. Your biomemory need to be infused. Your decision making mechanism need to be informed that the source of energy available to you, the source of life available to you, the source of love available to you, the source of wealth available to you, everything is unlimited. Please understand. Ability to make new bodies as you want is one of the biggest wealth that is actually available to your biomemory. That is why you made this body. The body with which you are sitting is done by you. You might have forgotten. After 25 years you forgot. You built your house with a lot of intelligence input from yourself. Maybe you took the help from other people. But the source was you. You forgot. Same way, the body with which you are sitting, you built it. You have intelligence. Understand? Even this simple clarity. See, in your biomemory, all of you feel you lack resources. Whether love, you think if you love one person, if he exploits you, you will start having pain and you will stop loving. So let us not open up too much. Let's keep ourselves to our border. Let us not have the hurt, pain of not being loved back again, reciprocated again. Listen. Listen. Your biomemory needs to be informed. You have the amount of love of Mahadeva. This guy, see, Bhasmasura comes and asks for a boon. On whoever I put my hand, he should be reduced to ashes. He gives that boon. That fellow tries to play with himself, with Mahadeva. Anyhow, finally Bhasmasura only got killed. At least this fellow should have sense now that he should stop giving boon to any demon, devil comes and asks anything. Has he stopped? Because he knows his resource is boundaryless. His love, his power, his energy. How can Bhasma become Bhasma? How can fire be fired? Understand, your biomemory, which makes decisions in your life, need to be informed. You have a resource like Mahadeva. You have a vast quantity of love like Mahadeva. You have a vast quantity of powers like Mahadeva. It is like you have 2-ton gold in your treasury, but you took some 200-gram gold for your day-to-day activity. Suddenly you forgot you have what you have in treasury. You think only the 200 gram which you are having in your table is your total wealth, and you start starving, reducing your food, your expenses, saying only 200 gram, I have to live at next 50-60 years. Your biomemory needs to be informed. You have a vast resource of intelligence like Mahadeva. You have a vast resource of knowledge like Mahadeva. You have a vast resource of ability to make new bodies like Mahadeva. You have a vast resource of bliss like Mahadeva. You have a vast resource of time like Mahadeva. Understand? Rightly informed biomemory is enlightenment. Rightly informed biomemory is enlightenment. The source of your decision listen. the source of your decisions vastly informed biomemory means you are enlightened. No need for any tapas, no need for any practice, no need for any struggle in your life other than giving the right information to your biomemory, which is the source of decision making point. Injecting Shivoham into it. Making your biomemory understand you have the vast resource and make decisions from those resources. A man who makes decisions from the well-informed biomemory lives like Mahadeva. He lives like Mahadeva. And he is Mahadeva. Understand? Informing your biomemory experientially, the utility aspects of Shivoham is what I am going to do in Cambodia. Essentially, the whole program is aimed at that. Sarvasya chaham hriti sannivishto matta smritirjnanam apohanancha vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chaham. Bhagavan declares 15th verse, 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. I am seated in the hearts of all. From me are memory, knowledge, as well as their absence. I am verily that which has to be known by all the Vedas. I am indeed the author of the Vedanta, and knower of the Vedas am I. Listen. Mahadeva is not few dead qualities. Understand? When you invoke his inner space in your biomemory, when I inform your biomemory, you have a vast resources like Mahadeva. Don't think you will only experience those qualities. He himself enters into your biomemory and says, come on, let's live together. But don't believe, he will never live together. He will just become himself. You will disappear into him. Together you all, he says, let us live together. His communication always ends in communion. It may start in communication, it ends in communion. Ramana Maharshi sings beautifully. Deivam endrunnai cherave ennai seravolitthay arunachala. Deivam endrunnai charave ennai seravolitthay arunachala. I thought you are God and you will protect me. I ended up being closer to you, but finally I saw you swallowed me completely. Now I am not there anymore. I thought you will take away all my fear and greed. Now I open up my eyes and see you took away me. Because if your fear and greed are removed, there is nothing else, you and me. It is only you, me, you, me. Devam enrunnai charave ennai seravolitai arunajala. Informing your biomemory. Informing your biomemory, the vast resources available to you. Whether it is love or life or time or wealth, whatever you want, informing you experientially to the decision-making source of you. Biomemory is what I call initiation into Shivoham. Understand? He happens only to inform you. He is inside you. He happens only to inform you. He is available to you. He happens only to give you the experience. He is you. He happens only to give you the experience. You are He. Understand? Sarvasya chaham rtisannivishto mattasmritirjnanam apohanancha. Means Bhagavan declares, I am the source of biomemory and muscle memory, as well as their absence. Understand? I am responsible for you experiencing Shivoham or not experiencing Shivoham. No one like Krishna is able to declare it so well in a defined terms. He is not saying for your experience of enlightenment I am responsible. He says even for your non-experience I am responsible. Mahadeva will not be uttering this word. If Mahadeva has given a Gita, he will say, I am responsible for your enlightenment. He will stop with that. Only Krishna can go to the other end also. Mahadeva is Bholenath. Simple. If you read even all the words, like Guru Gita, Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Shiva Sutras, Spandakarika, direct Mahadeva's words, you won't find a strong logical arguments and all. You will find just like a butter melts and flows, snow melts and flows. You will find that kind of a simple flow. Understand? Informing your biomemory again and again and again. The extraordinary resources available to you, endless resources available to you, is initiation into Shivoham. One of the biggest problem human beings face is, even though they listen all to this, after some time forgetting. So we are going to work on completion with this forgetfulness. Actually, that is going to be the first process in Cambodia Inner Awakening. Why you forget? Because somehow you feel constantly, if you remember your Shivoham, you have to make that kind of a graceful decisions. You will become non-possessive of what you have if you know the resource is endless. Instead of understanding it is a freedom, your stupid brain thinks it is foolishness. Non-possessiveness, because of the remembrance of the vast resources available, is not foolishness, it is freedom. It is not foolishness, it is freedom. So all the deeper levels, most subtlest incompletions, which are reason for your forgetfulness, we will be completing them. Because they are the devils which make you forget the vast resources available to you. I tell you, I am not lying to you guys. With all my integrity, I am telling you, vast resources available for each one of us. Vast resource. Resource of energy, intelligence, wealth, not just health, capacity to make new bodies as you want. I am not giving you false promise, over promise. I am not giving you stupid theories, foolish fantasies. I am not promising some impossible, impractical things. Listen, when you experientially catch this Shivoham into your biomemory, the vastness with which you make decisions, to tell you honestly, it is still, I feel sometimes, such simple clarity, if it can be infused into every being, how life can be turned to Kailasa in the whole planet Earth. How people can be in the space of Kailasa. Actually, it is much more easier than giving you any injection. Transmitting the biomemory of Shivoham, making your biomemory experience and cognize that you have a vast resource like Mahadeva, is more easier than giving you an injection or tablet. Just a transmission of initiation, that's all. Get ready. Let's celebrate Shivoham. Yesterday we already started drawing that mass yantras where few hundreds can sit and have Shivoham initiation. Already yesterday our Swamis have started taking the training to draw the mass yantras. Blessings. Make it happen. Blessings. Get ready for the experience of Shivoham. Get ready for the experience of Shivoham. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.